Saturday, the 29th of April, saw one of the most epic heavyweight contests of recent times take place between long-reigning super champ Wladimir Klitschko and explosive rookie Anthony Joshua.
This is the step up that people have wanted. Klitschko wants his belts back. May the best man win.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present Anthony Joshua!
You may have heard the recent news that Wladimir Klitschko has finally decided to hang up the gloves after an amazing 20-plus year career that saw him dominate the heavyweight division for over 15 of those years. Now, despite being such an amazing fighter with a ridiculously high KO ratio, even the most hardcore of boxing fans have criticized the Ukrainian at some point for being a bit boring at times.
You're boring. I want to rid you out of the heavyweight division. Your jab and grab style, surely all of Europe wants to see you get beaten.
But on the night of April 29th, in a packed-out Wembley Stadium holding 90,000 bloodthirsty boxing fans, Wladimir did his utmost to erase any memory of being branded a dull fighter. So, courtesy of HBO and Sky Sports, here is a brief look back at the heavyweight showdown in HD 60 frames per second, how all fights should be viewed.
Can Wladimir Klitschko reclaim the top spot in the division, or does Anthony Joshua tonight usher in a new era of heavyweight boxing?
Round one begins.
As round one began, it was clear Klitschko's intentions were to control tempo of the contest by forcing Joshua to fight on the back foot. And although that's not something Joshua has had to do in his career so far, he adapted well and landed the more clean, meaningful shots as the round progressed.
Klitschko carries it with his long left hand. Right hand over the top by Joshua.
3 of those losses are by knockout, so Joshua knows that the only chance to probably beat him with his experience level is to try to knock him out. I don't like when these older fighters take so much time off. Inactivity hurts an older fighter more than it does young.
In October of 2012, some critics have said that Banks is not assertive enough, not aggressive enough in dealing with Wladimir from round to round.
Good right hand by Wladimir right there.
The first significant punch of the bout landed in the second round as Klitschko punished Joshua for being a bit lackadaisical as the bell sounded. It wasn't long before Joshua fired back with some nice shots of his own and edged out the round on work rate alone.
As Anthony Joshua is.
Right hand by Joshua on the shoulder of Klitschko. Now the left hook. Now the right hand over the top. Joshua getting aggressive with his power punches in round two.
To deal with this young phenom.
As we go to round number 3. And you can see that our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman, is scoring the fight. We'll talk to him in the 4th round.
At this point, it was quite clear that Joshua had the edge in hand speed, but Klitschko's footwork was so fluid and graceful it had Joshua concentrating harder than ever.
You didn't realize how it feels sometimes to not be champion.
Joshua missed with an uppercut, landed with a left hook. Fires a right to the back, and just misses with a big left hook upstairs.
Guys, Joshua's boxing very well so far. You know, the questions going into this fight.
He's not predicted to come in and knock this kid out. He's predicted to come in and use his experience factor and outbox this kid, not knock him out. You heard Jonathan tell him in the corner, this kid cannot outbox you.
You got to put punches together. He's getting brave. You're allowing him to be brave. He started off timid. Now he's getting brave because you're allowing him to.
A tactical duel now underway between Rob McCracken in Joshua's corner and Jonathan Banks in Klitschko's corner. Meanwhile, let's go to our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman, watching in New York. Harold, how do you have it so far?
But the first 40 seconds of this round have been carried by Klitschko's 2 strong right hands upstairs.
Klitschko woke Joshua up once again at the start of round 4 with a menacing right hand. Wladimir continued to open up and become more loose, letting more shots off before Joshua landed the first meaningful body shot of the contest, something he should have been doing in the earlier rounds to stop Wladimir from moving so much.
He has gotten much more aggressive and is throwing many more power shots in this round. And there's a good body shot by Joshua to the right side. Hard right hand by Joshua. That was one of the hardest landed punches of the fight so far.
Yes, and he did that because Klitschko made the same move twice, something you never do as a fighter.
I'm not sure whether Joshua started slow in the opening seconds of each round as some sort of gameplay or ploy to invite Klitschko in, but round 5 took a complete 180 as Joshua lashed out first and moved in for the KO.
It looked like it, but it didn't.
And judges don't have the benefit of replay.
Oh, Klitschko hurt. Klitschko's hurt. Klitschko's hurt. Klitschko's hurt bad. Yeah, Klitschko's hurt bad.
Left hook upstairs.
Yeah. Klitschko's cut under the eye and he's hurt very bad. And there he goes. Down goes Klitschko.
Let's be honest, not many men could have stayed on their feet after taking that much punishment. But a bloodied Klitschko was not done yet.
Klitschko might have gotten a couple of extra seconds because Joshua failed to go straight to the neutral corner.
Joshua just had to remember to go to the body and not run into nothing big himself. And Klitschko is throwing big shots now. Klitschko has a bad cut over his left eye too.
Very large cut.
Oh, good hook by Klitschko.
Over the left eye.
He's trying.
Gets in a big left hook shot.
Klitschko is showing the heart of a champion because he's really trying now.
Still a minute and 20 to go in what has been an action-filled round. Klitschko has been down, has been cut, and now is trying to mount a big comeback in the round. Joshua misses with the uppercut.
Oh, good right hand by Klitschko. Followed by a hook by Joshua.
Klitschko's used to guys falling down after they land shots like
another good hook by Klitschko. Right uppercut back. Oh!
Still 50 seconds to go in the round.
It was at this point fans started to realize that Joshua, whether down to inexperience or not, was well and truly punched out and heavily fatigued. And despite being the one that hit the canvas, Klitschko still had an almighty spring in his step.
Now both fighters are a little tired.
Both very fatigued.
Let's see who's got something left.
He wants it better than Joshua, and Joshua is dead fatigued right now.
Uppercut by Klitschko. Left hook by Klitschko. Left hand by Joshua. Trading shots on the inside. Hard right hand by Klitschko. And both fighters will be happy to hear the bell ring.
Joshua looked to be running on 5% fuel in the opening minute of round 6, and Wladimir could see it better than anyone else. After bopping back and forth looking to time a great shot, he unleashed a right hand from which no heavyweight in the world could have stayed on their feet.
Getting more and more contact on his power punches.
And he's taking more gambles like that.
Down goes Joshua. Now both fighters have been on the canvas.
But I don't think this kid can recover, Jim.
He gets up. He's got a minute and a half left in the round.
Very shaky, Jim.
Very shaky.
If Joshua was running on 5% before, I think it's fair to say he was then well and truly running on 0. The gasping for air could be heard around the stadium, and Wladimir tried his best to land another big shot, despite being fatigued himself.
Joshua trying to protect himself, leaning over with his head in Klitschko's chest.
But Joshua's dead tired, Jim. Dead tired.
I remember thinking that there was no way this fight could possibly continue while Joshua appeared to be at the point of total exhaustion. But the rounds went by and Joshua proved me wrong, very gradually recovering, though still looking vulnerable at every second.
Oh, good right hand by Klitschko.
Really good right hand.
Klitschko's jab is longer. Klitschko's jab is more accurate. It sets up his right hand.
By round 10, Joshua appeared to have weathered the storm and started letting his hands go with some intent for the first time in a while. It was round 11 where he decided to go all guns a-blazing.
Klitschko down once, Joshua down once.
Oh, big right hand by Joshua to start the round.
Oh, Klitschko's hurt bad again. He's hurt bad again, Jim.
Joshua also doesn't want to let Klitschko off the hook.
Body shot. Oh. Uppercut. Tremendous shot. Wladimir in trouble. Joshua's trying to finish it. Right down. Down goes Klitschko.
Wladimir got back to his feet like a true champion, but Joshua had his mindset on finishing the bout, fatigued or not, and this was his chance to end his suffering from exhaustion.
Minute 30 left in the round. We could be looking at the end of Wladimir Klitschko's amazing career. Second knockdown in the round. Joshua's got it. Klitschko showing the heart of a lion. Every punch is aimed at ending the fight. Body shot, left hook upstairs, right hand. David Fields is going to stop it. Anthony Joshua wins.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, I know Joshua came in with a belt, but that is how you become the heavyweight champion of the world.
In what some felt was an early stoppage, I personally felt was a blessing in disguise. Klitschko proved to the world that at the age of 41 he had the heart of a young lion and the essence of a true champion. It would take the referee to call a halt to the contest because there was no way Klitschko would stay down with that much fire in his belly.
I really thought, Mofo, I'm gonna get you. I got really upset about it. I got him. I couldn't finish him. He recovered, he got up, fought back. I think it was a good fight.
Joshua reacted to his victory in the best way possible by showing all the respect in the world to past champions, his team, and of course, Wladimir himself. I truly believe Klitschko when he says he's retired. He's a meticulous man that has likely been contemplating this retirement for a while, and if this was his last battle we see him in, it was an amazing one, and I hope he holds his head up high. There is no such thing as a loser in a great boxing match like this, just memories. Thanks, Wladimir. Thanks for everything.
Long live the king. Wladimir Klitschko has had a spectacular career. Ultimately, he has held legitimate heavyweight titles for a longer period of time in his life than any other fighter in the history of division. Even Joe Louis did not hold heavyweight championships for as many days of his life as Wladimir Klitschko did. But tonight, as we leave Wembley Stadium, what we wonder is, how long will Anthony Joshua be the king?
If you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. Until next time, this is Boxing Legends TV, signing off.